Another thing that I wanted to touch on while I'm yapping is my wish list for the future of the Battle Hub in Street Fighter 6. It's awesome. It's a great community spot. It really is a nice approximation of what it was like to play in the arcades back in the day, but it can definitely do better. And one of the ways that it can do better, obvious answer, we need to get multiplayer support on the retro games. It really sucks being in a Battle Hub and seeing Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition or Street Fighter Alpha 2 there, and not being able to jump on it with my friends and get some matches in on some older fighting games. Or do some co-op in Captain Commando or, Final Fight. Yeah, if you go into the Battle Hub, you'll notice that every cabinet there is single player. They do have multiplayer, but not in the sense that you would think they would. If you sit down at a machine, it won't have a way for someone in the Battle Hub to join you. The second controller locally will work. So if you've got someone there who wants to play one of these retro games with you, you can do that. But as far as multiplayer goes, it's all Street Fighter 6. And that is one thing I really wish they would fix. I hope they fix it for the Year 4 patch, honestly, because that's what we're coming up on. Year 3 will wrap up around EVO, and I genuinely hope there's multiplayer support for retro games in the Battle Hub at that time. The other thing that I would want to see, and it kind of connects to that, private Battle Hubs. Make it something like housing in Final Fantasy XIV, but without the quantity limitations, I should say. Let people have their own private lobbies, private spaces, set up however many Street Fighter 6 stations that they want to set up, but also any of the games that they've unlocked from Battle Passes. Any of the art they've unlocked, let them use them as posters. Let them design their own layouts, and in my case, again, I'm waxing sentimental here, but what I would do is probably try and make as much of a closer recreation of my childhood local neighborhood arcade as I possibly could. And I would have a lot of fun doing it. And I would put a whole row of Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition stations right along that east wall, just like we had in real life. And there would be a Strider machine, and there would be Knights of the Round. Let players have creative freedom with their own personal battle hubs that they can really treat the same way they treat a lobby. Like, lobbies aren't explorable areas like they are in the Battle Hub right now, but you can set up 4 stations however you want. They already let you unlock games in Battle Passes. Just let us take those games and put them in private Battle Hubs, customizable Battle Hubs. And again, have that online component attached to it so that we can play the retro games together as well. I don't even think it would be controversial to Capcom themselves. They probably had other priorities, if I'm being honest. But the Battle Hub is one of the most brilliant parts of Street Fighter 6, and there's absolutely room for them to build upon it. And hopefully we get some news about it over the summer.